not sustain flight? What if we could only travel by car? Luckily, Wilbur Wright has designed the first motor-powered and manually controlled airplane. This design has contributed to almost all airplanes that have ever been built. Wilbur Wright has revolutionized flight by designing the first airplane and training many great pilots. Wilbur Wright was born April 16, 1867 in Millville, Indiana. He was given a toy airplane as a child, and this sparked his imagination and later in his life inspired him to design the first airplane. The first couple flights were unsuccessful, but due to his determination and patience, he finally achieved flight. And to think, Wilbur did this all in a time period when electricity was very scarce. One thing Wilbur was known for was training many great pilots. He even trained Calvert Rogers. Calvert was the first man to fly across the United States. Once the U.S. military bought Wilbur's design, he trained many military men. He was like a teacher to those men. And since Wilbur was the one to design the first plane and was supported by the government doing so, this made him very influential to others and kind of like a celebrity of his time. Probably, Wilbur's main accomplishment is that he designed the first motor-powered and manually controlled airplane. The first flight was unsuccessful and it was flown by Wilbur, but after a few minor repairs, Orville, his brother, flew the airplane and it was successful. These flights were in December of 1903. A couple years after those first flights, he traveled around the world to show the world his invention. He proved to many people he wasn't just another wannabe pilot seeking attention. Every plane to this day has something incorporated from the original Wright Flyer. So after he's done all these great things, what could he have done wrong? Well, some might not think Wilbur is the greatest person because he did not graduate high school. But those people might not know that the reason he did not graduate high school was to help his mother who had a deadly lung disease called tuberculosis. And although he was not in school and was not taught by a teacher, he still received great education due to his family library. His education showed up later in his life when he won the Collier Trophy. The Collier Trophy is a very high aviation award given to those who have really changed aviation for the better. Wilbur Wright has overcome this flaw and is still the greatest person to ever live. Overall, Wilbur Wright has changed the world of flight in a great manner, even if he has his flaws and did not graduate high school. He has done many great things for aviation, like training many pilots that became great pilots and designing the first motor-powered and manually controlled airplane. The effectiveness of this design has shown up in almost all airplanes that have ever been built. Wilbur Wright is the most significant person to ever live for all he has done for aviation. Thank you.